Hello honeys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Bumblebee Fern. You can find me over on Instagram at the Frolicking Fern. And today we have a super exciting one for me. I am so excited. So I am very excited. Obviously this box is very near and dear to my heart. I will be showing off and revealing the honey box, which was created by me. And y'all, this box took me so long. I just want to say, first off, thank you so much to everybody who ordered this box, had so much faith in me from the beginning without even having any idea what it was going to be about. Thank you so much. And that means it meant so much to me that you put your faith in me for something like that. And we're willing to wait so long without even complaining. So you're amazing. Let's get into it. So this box is the honey box. This is the Ancestral Connection edition. So I have created and designed everything about this box except one item, which I will tell you about later. And then my husband actually, we have a laser cutter and engraver. So we made all of these boxes and all of the items inside in-house. So super proud of that. Love how this box turned out. It is made out of dark walnut. So yes, I have included a couple little details. You can see like have a little few bees in here hidden, and this beautiful skull with a lotus and a third eye. And then on the spine it says Ancestral Connection. Pretty. And then on the back we have Bumblebee Botanica and the little code that you can scan. So yes, I'm so happy with this box. When you open it, it has hinges and I'm just in love. I will go a little bit more in detail maybe at the end of this video to show you the different steps we went through to get to the finalized product. It was a very long process, and yeah, so anyways, so let's open her up. I'm so happy to see that. Like, look how pretty she is. Ah. Okay, so this is inside. My goal for this box, or one of my goals for this box, was to use pretty much all recyclable or compostable material. So the packing material is I think it's called like Excelsior or something, but it's kind of like a wood product, but it keeps everything in place and nice and padded, so no plastic or anything like that. Some ideas to use for this, I'm actually going to use it. I think I'm going to be putting it out in spring and seeing if the birds have any interest in building any nests out of it, and a couple of bird boxes I'm going to be putting out. But you can also use this as like tinder for your fire. You can use it as some kind of bedding. You can compost it. There's all kinds of stuff, and I'm sure you'll get creative with it. So I'm happy that I was able to do that. First off, we have our little scroll. It says Ancestral Connection with a pretty black feather. So yeah, I'm so happy with how everything turned out. I'm gonna read the pamphlet later. I don't really know why I opened it, but inside. So okay, so I actually just went and got one for my stash because I didn't want to open that one so I can use it for another honey box because I will be selling more in the future. But this is what is inside. So this is the Blood of My Blood candle. It's a nice drippy tapered candle. I made these all by hand, and it was a very interesting process. My goal for this candle was for it to kind of have that blood feel without it being too gory, of course, but gorgeous herbies on the bottom. So there is wormwood, there is mugwort, there are gold flakes, orange peel. Let's see, what other babies did I put in here? Yeah, I think, oh, and black salt. So I made some special black salts for this candle specifically. It smells so good, y'all. I used vanilla, orange, and cinnamon essential oils to scent this candle. All natural ingredients. I didn't use any fragrance oils, and I don't think I will in the future either. I really love sticking to completely natural essential oils. Everything is organic as well. But yeah, so organic beeswax, drippy candle. Next, let's see, what should we pull out next? All right, so next we have our Guardian Ancestor Collection Ritual Salts. So I absolutely love these salts. One thing that you will begin to see as I uncover this box is that I used all glass bottles with corks. So, and then all of the labels are matching with very kind of plain and simple labels. I really wanted for you to be able to store these and then see exactly what they're used for, so you're not like, what is this random salt or oil that has a crazy name? I wanted it to be clear. It is the Ancestor Salt that you use for ancestral connection. So love that about it. That's something that I've noticed. I noticed going as I unboxed other boxes is something that I would have liked to see. So made it happen in this box, and see all the pretty herbies in here. This box is very Helichrysum and Blue Lotus heavy, and those are the two florals, the two herbs that I was very inspired by, as well as wormwood. But like every time I watch somebody unbox this salt, it made me so happy because they really got the essence of the peppermint, which it's hard to miss, but the very minty vibes. And I really wanted this salt to really open your senses, open your spiritual connection, so you can really take that breath in and be open to the guidance and the knowledge and wisdom that was available to you. So inside is also a smoky quartz point. So I put that in there to help, if you wanted to use this in a bath or a ritual, to help you really ground you, as well as protect you from any kind of negativity or any kind of negative forces that were present. So that was my intention for this beautiful Guardian Salt. I wish you could smell it, y'all. I wish you could smell it. I'll also be leaving the links to anybody who has unboxed my boxes down below. I had lots of Honies unboxed, and I was so happy to see that. It makes me so happy. So thank you all who did that. It was amazing seeing your reactions. It made this all worth it. So next we have our super cute oil. So this is the Flowers on the Grave ancestral oil. And my intention for this was kind of as an offering oil. So, and it can of course be used in ritual and different kind of connection practices as well. But here is the little tag. Funny story, most of the boxes went out with the tag that said the Flowers on the Grave Ancestor Ritual Salt. So if you got one of those, I'm very sorry. That was just a complete mistake on my part, and I overlooked that detail. So I have changed them now. If you got the salt label and would like the oil label, just let me know, and I will either send you the file, or I can even send another label in the next box if you end up getting that. But yes, this oil does include wormwood. So if you are pregnant or nursing, I did put a little warning in on my pamphlet to not use it topically, because that could be considered dangerous. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But this is a very warm and calming kind of oil. So something about this oil that I thought was really cool and wanted to inspire the name of it was that it contains 6 different florals and flowers. And you can see some of them in there. So some of the flowers are baby's breath, we have helichrysum, we have some chrysanthemum, lavender, blue lotus. What else is in here? We have some orange peel, even some gold flakes. So that kind of goes along with the offering part, acting as an offering oil. If you wanted to go visit a gravesite or go to a cemetery and visit your loved one, and you can drop a couple drops of this on their gravestone, or there's so many different ways, again, that you can use this in rituals, anything. So I really love this oil. It is a beautiful smelling oil, and I love using this on my third eye when I'm doing any kind of ancestral connection work, because the wormwood in there really helps to open up and connect with spirits. So I really love how this turned out. So if you really like this oil and would like to get more, it will be available in my shop along with every other item I will be selling individually as well. Of course, when you buy the box, you get everything at a discounted price just for buying everything together. But in my shop, I actually just got these in, and this was one of the things that I wish I was able to do, but did not receive these in time, but this is the bottle that they will be in the future. I might also sell them in the smaller bottles if I have enough, but when I run out of those they will probably be gone. This is a much larger bottle, as you can see, and this is the kind of size milliliter wise that I would really like to be offering in future boxes. So my boxes will have much larger oils because that is something y'all know if you know me, I absolutely love the big oil bottles when they come in like the Witch's Moon or the Witch's Roots and different boxes like that. So this is the bottle that those will be coming in from now on. Next, we have our Ancestral Connection From the Ashes Ritual Incense. So, see y'all, I love these labels. They turned out so well. Like I said, everything was made in-house. That was really important to me, that I really handmade everything, and everything had a very handmade yet professional quality about it. So, and just all imbued with my intention and energy. So yes, I love this incense blend. It is woodsy, it is deep, it is just juicy, and I absolutely love this. I use it for all of my Ancestral Connection rituals. Anytime I do ancestor work, I throw some on there, and it's obviously a loose incense. I have my charcoal disc going, and I will actually use some of this right now. So this has copal resin, it has blue lotus, helichrysum. It's very heavy on cedar and red sandalwood. So those are two of the largest ingredients that I put in here. Cinnamon, so you can see some of the goodness right there. Let's burn some. I'm so excited for this. I really love loose incense blends. I feel like they really get me in the mood more than a normal stick incense, which I also enjoy. Like if it's a more casual setting, I really love stick incense or even cone incense, but for when I get really deep into ritual and my spells, my ritual and spell work, I really love working with a loose incense. So, and then this also does contain some wormwood and some mugwort, but very small amounts. I wanted it to stay safe, so we didn't have to worry about anything when you burn it. Okay, so next, let's see. We have this baby right here. Can you guess what it is? Y'all, can you guess what this is? I bet you have no idea. It is my pendulum necklaces that I custom made for this box. So these necklaces, I was so happy how they turned out. Oh, they're just so gorgeous. They have lavender. They have labradorite, rose, and wormwood in there. You can see the rose, wormwood, and actually also the 24 karat gold at the top. And let me see if I can catch a flash for you. Yes, right there. So each one of these necklaces has labradorite at the tip to give it some weight as well as some spiritual connection and grounding. So I handpicked for each one of these necklaces that I made sure that there were some nice flashy bits in there. That was really important to me, so love that. And I also give instructions in the pamphlets. Pendulums are one of my favorite kinds of divination work that are so nice because all my pendulums happen to be necklaces that I love to use, and so I'm always, whenever I have one on me, I'm able to just take it off and use it as I would a pendulum without having to break out any crazy tools or anything, and it's also a lot more discreet, so, and just very accessible. So yes, I love these, how they are very double use, practical magic, and yes, so hope y'all love these. If you got one of these babies, I will of course be making more necklaces and different jewelry that will be going in each of my boxes as well. It's kind of one of my signature trademarks. All right, so on to the next thing. We have, let's go with this baby. So we have our To My Roots Ancestral Connection Ritual Tea. So I absolutely love this tea. This is what it looks like before it's shipped. So I know I saw pretty much all the unboxings. The bay leaf had gotten covered up or had moved within the jar, but isn't that pretty, y'all? Like, so pretty. So the base of this tea is roasted dandelion root. And it also contains quite a bit of chicory, cloves, cinnamon, what else is ginger, some other roots. And this tea is amazingly similar to black coffee when it is brewed regularly. So my recommendation, how I love to use this tea if I'm drinking it for myself, is to put cream and sugar or whatever sweetener you use, just like you would coffee if you drink coffee. So, and just flavor it just like you would, and it would taste amazingly like a cup of coffee. At least the regular dandelion root does. When you add of course you get those other elements that come through as well, those other notes. But I love it. Personally, I love this tea. And then a more traditional way to use dandelion root tea is to brew a cup and place it on your bedside table. And then when you go to sleep at night, that steam and those different properties of the herbs will actually invite your ancestors to visit you in your sleep, and in your dreams. So that is something I really felt connected to when I was researching and when I started really diving into ancestral work. It made me really happy to be able to offer this, and I created this blend myself. And yeah, I hope you love this. I have gotten amazing comments about this tea, and it will definitely be available in the Botanica as well. And also I wanted to add in everything that I have here, I'm thinking about offering as the normal jars, and then I will also offer maybe like a refill type thing where it is a larger container of it. I'm not quite sure if I will do that yet, but that way, if you do have these and you have the jars, you could just refill them and use them that way if you want to store them on your shelf. Next, we'll go with this baby right here. So we have this little baggie. Sorry, everybody who got one of these boxes. I tied these thinking that was a normal thing to do when you put a box together, and everybody had problems opening them. So that was pretty funny to me watching all the unboxings, but I won't be double tying them this time. But this is a answer coin. So on one side it says yes, on the other it says no. And I also have another version of this that I will have in my shop as well. I actually don't know if I have any on hand at the moment here, but so yes, this coin is one of my favorite forms of divination as well, to just carry with me in my purse or my bag. And if you have any questions to spirits, or even yourself, if you want kind of a confirmation, you can flip the coin very similar like you would do with a normal heads or tails kind of situation, but this kind of gives it a little bit of extra special oomph. This is another one of the tools that I offered in here. And if you haven't noticed, this box was very focused on obviously ancestral connection, but also tools to connect with your ancestors. So, in different ways that you can connect with them. So, it was my goal to offer multiple different tools to do that. All right, so next we have another little jar here, and this is Helichrysum. So this is also known as Life Everlasting or Immortelle, and it is a beautiful floral, very good for ancestral connection, embracing the feminine. It's also great for generational healing and trauma and self-compassion, all kinds of things like that. Very also close to shadow work. So absolutely love this flower. Another thing with this label is something I really wanted to do, or wish I would see more in other boxes, so I decided to include it in mine. But it has the name, and then it has the scientific name, and then it also has the uses and different properties of the item. So I put the planetary property, the planet, the element, and then the uses. So like I said, the planet is moon, the element is water, and the uses are generational trauma, healing, and self-compassion. So love that about this. And I love how everything matches, but it's still a little bit different. Like you can see all my labels go together. Your girl has to have matching things. That's kind of a thing of mine. Everything has to look good together. So this will definitely be a theme you see in all my future boxes as well. Okay, so next we have this pouch right here. So y'all, so excited about this, and it seems like all of you were too. This is blue opalized wood. So this is a form of petrified wood, and this kind of petrified wood is created, at least from what I was reading. And a lot of volcanic ash will cover a forest, and then it fossilizes that forest and turns it into petrified wood. And then generations later, centuries, millennia later, thousands of years later, if a river or a lake forms on top of that petrified forest, the silica and the other minerals inside the water will actually seep into the petrified wood and create these gorgeous colors that you see. So I love that. And two of the stones I came across a lot while doing research and while trying to meditate and connect were both opal and petrified wood. So when I actually saw this a couple of weeks before I decided to launch this box or to start creating this box, it kind of came to me after I started meditating on what I should be including in the box, and it just popped into my head as the most perfect stone. And when I hold this, it feels like the perfect stone. I'm so happy I was able to include this in the boxes. These babies are very, very powerful, and I absolutely love them. This is actually the last item I'm waiting on before I can create more boxes, and I have some coming, so very excited about that. Like I said, if you are interested in getting another one of these, or if you're interested in getting this box specifically, make sure you head over to my shop, bumblebeebotanica.com, and go sign up for pretty much reserving your box, so I will know how many more I should create and how many more are wanted. So make sure you do that, because I will be creating as many boxes as there are people who signed up for notifications, and that goes for the future honey boxes as well. So make sure you do that. I've had so many questions. So that is it for this top layer. And then, so the big mama of this box, and something that was special and unique to the honey box, was this planchette that I created for this box. Again, this was crafted in-house. And in the eye, there is wormwood and rose and resin. And then of course it has like the magnifying glass bit here. So I'm so in love with how this turned out. It has all my favorite elements, like the triple moon, triple goddess. It has my ferns, my bees, and then of course the lotus and the eye that are matching on the box as well. So for this, I really wanted to create something that was a big showpiece that was both useful and also could be used as a piece of artwork. So I know a lot of people are not very comfortable using spirit boards or Ouija boards. Me being one of them, I'm very, very careful when I set out to connect directly to spirits or ancestors, because there are so many things that you need to be careful with and protect yourself on. That is something I stress a lot in this box. I know if you got one, you've seen the multiple warnings I put out there. But yeah, so I really wanted to create this, and it can be either hung up or put on your altar and used as a pretty piece of art, or you can actually use it as a normal planchette. And with that, I will be offering the matching spirit board or Ouija board in my shop at a future date. It is in the works, and I am still in the process of designing it and tweaking certain things. And then I also have some exciting things that will be available in my shop as far as tools like this go. So make sure you keep an eye out. I will be trying to send out more emails as well. I'm so bad at that. I need to get better. I know, but there's a lot of room for improvement in my life, okay? So we're getting there. So the next item is this absolutely gorgeous artwork by Kat Grady from the Luna Loft and Wolf and Time. So this is Phoenix Rising, and it is a picture of a phoenix. This was a very, very exciting thing for me, both to work with Kat in creating this piece for me, because she is such a dear friend of mine, and I've just gotten very close with her, and she's very, very special to me. So I was so honored for her to be able to put a piece of her artwork in my box. She will have artwork in every future box as far as I know, so very excited about that, and actually some very, very exciting ideas and new things coming with this. She did such an amazing job. The actual painting for this and the ritual that went along with this painting is available on her YouTube, so go check her out at the Luna Loft. I will put a link, of course, for her either up here or down in the description. So yes, absolutely love this. And it just worked so well with the theme of this box. Initially, we were thinking about going with a raven, or I think a whale was the other animal for spirit connection that we wanted to pursue, but I really wanted to make this box different than other boxes out there. I really wanted to branch off on my own and kind of really create something that didn't follow the normal flow of witchy subscription boxes. So that was my goal, if you hadn't noticed. But so there's that beautiful piece. And the last bit, the very last bit, is the Scholars Kit. So I actually have a piece in here, but I'm going to close this and show you my Scholars Kit that we worked on in the Scholars meeting a couple of days ago now. So, all right, so when you order the honey box or the Scholars Kit, it also comes with a link, or a future link, for the Scholars meeting, where we actually go on a Zoom meeting and we craft together using all of the items that were included in the box and any other items that you wanted. So this is kind of my vision for the kits that we got. So this is a large size. It's huge. I might be discontinuing this just because I'm having a hard time. I had to make the boxes so big just to fit this in there, but it might be better for me to actually either send this separately or maybe discontinue the size, because there weren't that many people that ordered it anyway. So let me know what you think about that down below, if you'd be sad to see the large size go, which I can't imagine too many people would be, since there were only a couple people that ordered this size. But one of the things I was most excited about this Scholars Kit was this front piece. So it came with all the different separate pieces, but this is the wheel of the year that I had designed. So it actually moves. It has a little brad in the center. And then I wanted to utilize this front page for the beginning of the Sabbats and talking a little bit briefly about the Sabbats. And then as we go on, went forward creating these, being able to get deeper into each Sabbat in my grimoire. So if you don't know, the Scholars Kit is a junk journal style grimoire or Book of Shadows kit, and it comes with everything you need to craft a spread. And then each, as you build these up, I'm also going to be offering covers, leather covers, or even vegan, and I will have a vegan option as well, but covers where you can actually insert these into them, and then you can move them around or organize them how you like. So that's something that I love about junk journaling, and having separate signatures like this. But so you can see, this is my page. And like I said, we did this in a scholars meeting, so I actually crafted this with a bunch of my honeys, and it was so much fun. It was like the most amazing, I mean, we only had two, but it was amazing meeting. Everybody was talking, we were conversing. It was like a legit coven meeting. So it comes with 2 tags, and so this is the Blood of My Blood spell that is included. And then it's front and back, and then this is a From My Ashes ritual. So that is that, and I'm not going to go too deep into what those say, but if you are interested, check out the box. And then I have here the prayer again, and then what can be included on your ancestor altar. And of course, there's plenty of room for journaling if you wanted to add things. We have our beautiful skull that is also on the front of our box. And then of course our ancestral connection tag there. And then some of the pieces I was also most excited about, this beautiful thing right here. So this is a specimen slide I sent the pieces for, and this is kind of my vision for how I wanted to create mine. Of course, you can take any of these items and create them, use them however you want, whether that's in your Book of Shadows, in your grimoire, your journal, or if you actually wanted to follow along and do it kind of how I did it. I also included a tag, another little specimen slide, and I used it as a frame for my grandmother. She is one of the people who influenced me most in my life growing up, and I wanted to give her a piece or a place in my grimoire. So that is that. And she is one of the energies I work the closest with when doing ancestral work. I really, really have always just been very connected to her and her energies. So And then lastly, I gave the items for this little tag. So this is a Helichrysum tag, and it has all of the properties on it and correspondences, and on the back is the botanical label. So every time I send out one of these boxes, it will include a tag like this that goes along with our herb that we get, and it has a little hole so you can actually put it on a chain, or not a chain, but a little ring, and you will end up creating a little booklet of our herb cards. So I thought that would be really nice to have, or have what for herbs that you use commonly, or that you have in your apothecary, so you can easily look them up and know what they are used for and organize them how you will. So yes, that is the honey box. I'm very, very, very proud of it. I had quite a few people do unboxings for me, so I was so happy and honored to have them unbox my box on their channel. Like, it was a dream come true for me to really just see this come together and see people enjoy it. It made all of the hard work and energy that I put into it so worth it. So that is that. All right, so I'll read the top bit of my pamphlet, and then I will go on to unbox, or kind of show you the other two boxes in the collection, which were the Spell box and the Alchemist box. So, Ancestral Connection Honey Box. Hello, honey. This time of season, when the veil is thin, we begin to look inward and appreciate all that has come before us. Our roots can often have an impact on our habits, fears, interests, personality, and even traumas that have been carried through the generations. By connecting with our ancestors and leaving them offerings, we honor them and invite them to share their wisdom with us. By practicing ancestral healing, we can even begin to heal past traumas and improve life for ourselves and future generations. The term ancestor can encompass both your known and unknown relatives. The contents of the Ancestral Connection box include items and multiple tools to connect with and honor your ancestors, whether that be past loved one you knew or someone who lived centuries before you. So that is the top bit of that. So I kind of talked quite a bit about each of the items and kind of touched on the main points while I was going through, but if you want to read more about them, so I'm sorry if you can hear my little ones in the background. They just woke up from their nap, so I had to hurry this up now. But if you did want to get more on the different items and have somebody else read this for you, you can go check out the other unboxings. I know Ansley, the spirit chick, did go through very in-depth each item, and then of course some of the other, and a lot of the other honeys did as well. So thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciated that. So here is the second page. The third page. Y'all, I did not skimp on the information. I wanted to make sure everything, all my thoughts were in here. And then the last page. So I will touch on the last page a little bit because I do I'll just read it out to you. This is what I said. So it says, I hope you enjoy the beginning of this journey with me, Bumblebee Fern, as we grow and learn together. This topic of deep uncovering and healing will be carried on even deeper in the next shadow work box, which will be available at bumblebeebotanica.com at a future date. Please be sure to go sign up for notifications so you receive the updates. Please go sign up for notifications if you're interested in other boxes from me, because like I said, I will only be creating enough boxes, maybe a couple extra for people who signed up for the notification. So that really helps me know how many I should create, since this isn't a subscription service any longer. More on that now. So at the end I said, P.S. As I'm sure you've noticed, I've changed these boxes from subscription to individual boxes. This is to save me the time I need to handcraft all the items and keep the quality of these boxes where I envisioned. To be sure you don't miss out on future boxes, please go sign up for the notifications on the themes you're interested in at bumblebeefern.com. I will be releasing boxes after they are completed from now on to eliminate the long wait times and the stress it puts on me and my energy. This means that it's essential that you sign up for the notifications of the boxes you were interested in so that I can get an idea of how many to make. I'll be giving those who are signed up a heads up and possibly even a discount before the box drop in my shop. I hope you understand how this is a win-win for both of us. And then of course you can go and hit me up on Instagram or my email or wherever if you have any questions about this box. And yes, so that is it for the honey box. All right, so the next box that I had available for the Ancestral Connection box is my spell box. So this is the box that the spell box came in. It is this super cute little box. Super cute to store your items in. So in the spell box was the Blood of My Blood tag, the candle in a smaller form. So this is the candle that I offered in the spell box, and then this is the one in the honey box. And so I did that because this box is really focused on a spell, like a specific spell that you can do. And so that is why I offered this candle, the necklace, the incense, and then of course the crystal. And I did give out a smaller version of the crystal. And then it also included the Helichrysum and the To My Roots tea. So that was a spell box. So this box, like I said, was very focused on doing the Blood of My Blood spell. So it came with everything you needed for that spell specifically, without all the extra fluff that was in the other box. And then lastly, our last box was the Alchemist box. So this is an Alchemist box. It says Ancestral Connection on the top, and then it has a couple little bees around it. But this box is really, really cool. It has a drawer that you can pull out, and then the top opens up as well. So this is a really cool little chest type box that you can store your goodies in. And this box was very focused on everything you need to stock up your apothecary and really have those alchemist type vibes. So it came with the incense, the tea and the herb, and then the crystal, the large candle, the oil, and the salt. And then I think I also included the pendant as well. I can't remember. And then this box also had the Helichrysum tag inside it so that you can build up your little booklet. And yeah, so I really wanted this book to be very raw, apothecary type vibes, nothing extra that you weren't really interested in if you were just trying to build your apothecary and really interested on the nitty gritty magic part of it and the herbs, all of the things that were included. So yes, that is that. I had some shipping problems with the honey box, and I had some of the hinges break on it because we weren't able to do as much testing as we wanted, and with USPS not being as careful as we all wish they would be, but it's understandable at the same time. But yeah, so the hinges ended up breaking on quite a few of the boxes, so I'm very sorry about that. If you did have a broken hinge, please email me a couple pictures of the broken hinge, preferably kind of with the box so you can see, I can see the damage. And that's so I can actually start a claim with USPS on those. And then I will be working on getting more of those created and actually sending out new hinges so you can fix your box and it's workable again. So there's that. But we have revamped the new box. This is the size of the new box, so you can see it is quite a bit smaller, but with this it is able to be much cheaper shipping. The bigger boxes ended up being like $20 for me to ship, and then like $50 international. So it was very, very just ridiculous, honestly, for the box and the international honeys that had to pay for shipping. So this is the size of the new box. Everything can still fit in here besides the large Scholars Kit, which I might, like I said, be making the medium and smalls for this one. But it's exactly the same. It still works beautifully, and it will have, of course, the same design on the front and the spine and the back. So just slightly smaller. So that is what we've been working on. Like I said, please go sign up for notifications on my website, link in the description if you're interested in this box or future boxes. Please let me know if you have any questions on that. You just have to go and click on the box you're interested in. Say you're interested in the next shadow box, select the shadow box option, and then whatever size you're interested in for the Scholars Kits, and then push notify me when in stock. And then that will help tell me how many I should be creating. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I am so excited to finally have gotten to review this box. It is so precious to me. I'm so proud of it, and I'm so happy that y'all really enjoyed it, and I can see how much y'all connected to it as well. So that meant the world to me. It really did. And yes, I think that's everything. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our honey coven. It's It's an adventure. It's awesome. I'm having so much fun with y'all. So yes, I think that is everything. I will talk to y'all later. Blessed be. Bye. So excited.